Good morning, fellow FGO fans. It is the Dark Comic Nerd, and the thing is that we are in the beginning throes of the new Fate Requiem collaboration event, which I only know brief things about Fate Requiem, but I can basically tell you it's much like the Fate Apocrypha. They think the thing that they did. Actually, rerun of just about a month or two ago, and it's another Fate series that is similar to what started it off. If any of you are not familiar with the Fate series, it started off with Fate Zero. It's really the first anime that I'm aware of that came out, and it moved on to Fate Stay Nights, which came out in some various forms. Especially even more so when they put out the Fate slash Stay Nights Heaven Feel that actually only came out to the movie theater, and I still have not yet to see it because it's just a complicated mess. I'm hoping they're going to put it out someday on Crunchyroll, or it might already be out there. I haven't actually gotten my Crunchyroll account since Funimation kind of nosedived. Um, but it continued on from there with other various Fate slash etc. series coming out. And this was one of them, but to my knowledge, it was only put out in Japan. It was never actually translated over here to English. It never came out in an anime. So basically, it's one of the few things where they actually, I don't even know if they slid it into a game until now. I think it might have just come out as a straight manga, much like a lot of other things have for a while ago. Or it might have come out as a light novel. I forget. But basically, there's not a whole lot of difference between light novels and manga except for the amount of pictures in them. So, and essentially the amount of words, because you know what a novel is, folks. So that's the slight background on this, is that there isn't a whole lot of background here in America on the Fate Requiem, but it's another one of their series simply crossing over with ours, and this is this year's collaboration event, as we get one just about this time every year. So there's a slight background on that, folks, and people have been back and forth about if this Voyager character, he's a new foreigner, is he worth rolling for? And I am going to roll for him because, much like one of the guys I looked up to online on YouTube, he's a fellow FGO player. iStark11 is saying, "Oh, I'm rolling for it because I'm a completionist," and I'm in the same boat. I like to get all my servants if I can, depending on circumstances. Now, today falls in a unfortunate but necessary time period where they were a lot quicker putting this out than I expected. It actually isn't coming out later in the month like I expected. It came out very quickly, and that means that I am not short on cash, but I am seriously watching my cash. So we did a quartz buy today that was only about half of what I normally do. Now, it still got us quite a few rolls, but we're going to do two things today. We are going to roll early on in this. This whole event takes until the 19th, as you can see, so there's plenty of time to do this. Which means we're going to do a couple rolls today trying to get new characters and craft essence that we need, or I would prefer to have, we'll call it, before the actual event is kicked off. Meaning, I can start the event anytime, I just haven't, which means, as far as I'm concerned, the event has not kicked off. And I'll be doing that possibly while we're here. Hope you guys don't mind to watch a few cutscenes, but we might do that while you're here, everybody, just to give everybody a quick background. We'll look into what's going to happen. We'll see if we can dive into the event. Maybe we won't actually dive into any cutscenes because sometimes they end up being long and I've got dinner going, but we'll see how long things take us with this. I think that's what it really comes down to. We have 5 summon tickets that I had forgotten to buy in the store, just like I always do every month when they come up. So we will slide in a Kitashan ritual in between all of this, even though the odds are... I'd like to start keeping a tally and how often these things actually work, everybody. I got to tell you. But I'm going to do a complete raw. It's worked in previous banners. I don't know if it's going to work this time. And we're going to do all 3 of them. That will bring us only down to 2 quartz. But I have plenty of shards to buy quartz to help me out if it becomes necessary. And I don't think it'll become necessary. There's other ways for me to, get quartz and this stuff. Now, pardon me for a moment. Had some schmutz on my glasses, so driving me crazy. And let's go for it, folks. Let me just turn the volume up a little bit. So 4-star. Um, what is it? I'm just gonna call her Koyo because that's the easiest way. But I'm gonna start calling her probably Dino Berserker soon because she's the other one, folks, and she starts off as a dinosaur. She looks like a T-Rex at the beginning. So I was gonna see if the name Dino Zerker would catch on, but I just can't say it roll off the tongue because she is a berserker. So I was gonna start calling her Dino Zerker and see if that actually would catch on. But I don't know. It depends how it flows going forward. But yes, I might not have mentioned I was gonna do this, folks, but I said I might wait till later. But I looked at my budget and I think I can shell out $40 for some quartz. Depending on how many I was going to think about doing all three guys, but if our initial rolls are abysmal, we might stop on the last one. So I just want to put that out there for everybody. Let's hope they're good. I'm going to turn the camera on, folks. So we're looking foreigners. Hey, everybody. Foreigners and berserkers. That's the class. Foreigner is a unique class. It won't show up. We'll probably see some rings or some indication we're going to get it. Now, I'm also looking for the craft essence this morning. Those craft essence are going to be very useful as event craft essence. So, yeah, when I remember what I said about Abysmal, this isn't looking good so far. I also know we haven't got our guaranteed 4 stars, and that's something to look at. Ooh, pause. Yeah, there we go, baby. I wouldn't be surprised to see a spook servant today. Zerker. Too bad it wasn't a crackle. This first roll is looking pretty bad. This is why I don't do raw ones very often, but I thought we'd take a shot since we've had luck previously. I still think that banner was unique. Yeah, baby! 4-star, and it was a event CE. Yes. Unfortunately. What are we gonna get? Don't be a spook. Be one of them. Might be the Dino Zerker. Yeah! Yes. All right, we are definitely going to keep going. Be great if we got our foreigner too, but I don't see it happening. Could have just stopped this morning and be done unless I want to really keep going for craft essence. I have some hope. If I got the 4-star berserker, I have some hope that the morning will be decent. It'll be fair, at least. Who didn't see that coming? It's in dinosaur form. They really want to sell it as the dinosaur, and that there's no girl involved, even though we've all seen her first ascension stage. So tournament star, increase art card damage, or basically its effectiveness 8%. Apply damage cut 300 for yourself, not bad. And this is the point gems. So there we go. So let's see. Knight of the Round Table and Young Mage. So I thought that might be Merlin, but I'm wondering which knight it is, and I don't know who the mage in the back could be. So maybe they're characters we don't know about yet. Who knows? I'm thinking maybe not so much, but. And then let's look at our new servant, everybody. Morph Dinosaur, go figure. Increase defense and C-star gather rate for yourself. Not bad. Kazuru Lightning looks like it's going to be an increase to your arts and buster cards. Not bad. Rope of Life B looks like it's going to have something to do with HP, but I'm betting my money that a lot of these skills will have extra effects to them too. Passives, madness, enhancement, you get those with almost all berserkers. Magic resistance, that's not bad. We ignored pretty much the hero's dignity and all these other things because they're part of pseudo quests that I haven't actually done yet, or finished, is more like it. And then there we go, guys, right here, 100% attack strength for this event. Yes! And you also get a 50% bond increase. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce I just don't have the mood to try to pronounce these extra hard Japanese names this morning for their stuff. But basically, the Noble Phantasm looks like it's for a single enemy. It is. Apply burn to yourself, demerit. That means it's going to be to yourself. An increased attack. That sounds like something's going to kick in right at the beginning before it actually goes into effect. And then you deal significant damage to a single enemy. So there we go. Now let's look at this. Female Oni, wow. Yeah, weird. A lot of B rankings. Doesn't look like an overall strong servant looking at that stuff. Let's look at these. Oh my gosh, look how huge that character is. Who says, I bet my money most people use this. Most people use this sprite. When you start you have to, but later on when you ascend it, I bet. Which I'll be working on that, everybody. So we're 11 minutes into the broadcast, everybody. So with the fact that we might take a few more minutes before we're done rolling, we might actually skip jumping into the event and checking out some of the event stuff, just because I think I'm going to have to. My lunch is going to probably be done any minute. It might beep while we're doing this. And at the same time, I've got to shower and get ready for work, everybody. So it might just be a timing issue now. Because I wasn't sure if we're going to get a servant or not. But when you see me, folks, when I get a new servant, I talk about the new servant. So here's where we do our Kita-shan. And guys, note that a completely raw pull only got us 2 4-stars, but one was one of the servants and one was the craft essence, nothing else. But hey, is there anything else we really need? So not bad for a completely raw pull. Now, these summon tickets are probably going to get us nothing but CE. I stand corrected. But what I wanted to say is, if they get us nothing but CE, let's hope we get event CE. And that's part of what a lot of people use their tickets for, is because they know they're going to get nothing but CE, but they want to get event CE, so they hold on to them for the events. We have gotten good servants off these before, both spooks and the real deals. I think it's how we got our Arjuna altar, if I remember correctly. I'd have to go back and review the video, which is why I have the videos. Amongst other things, I like to give you guys some enjoyment, if this is enjoyable to you guys. It's fun. It's really fun if you can get the servant you want without having to pay all your Saint Quartz. However, I won't lie, and I don't think they would either. They want you to have to spend a lot of money for these characters, and that's why they're 5 stars they're usually, by average, extremely hard to come by. Everything's been a servant. Well, if you could give us a servant that didn't suck, I'd be okay with that. Nope. Complete suckage. Well, you really, like I said, can't. You can hope for a 4-star or a 5-star in this when you're doing a ticket, but not so much. There's a CE. And the CE sucks, so that just proved that every one of those tickets was just going to be wah, wah, wah. Alright, let's see if it helped us when it comes to rolling. And if we get a second one of our Dino Zerkers, I'm actually cool with that. I'll take it. I don't care. Like I said, foreigners are very easy to spot. They're not one of the general classes. They're what's called a special class or an extra class. So they will show up with an unusual, backing on the cards when they show up. Or this part, not the backing, but the front of the card. Our last 2 were casters, for example. And we did get gold rings this morning. That makes me happy. We got gold rings. They're not completely dead. I was going to say something, but it's not worth it. Ooh, pause. Ooh. That was why it paused. Oh, lousy. I would have taken a second one of the other 4-star event CEs. This is looking almost as bad as the other one did. To a point. Ooh, my lunch is dinging. So you guys get to walk with me. We're walking, la 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 la. Alright. Alright, so I'll pause. Ooh, nice. What are we gonna get? Anything good? Nope, another Berserker, but not the one we... Not any of the ones we wanted or needed or anything. Alright, dang it, I'm trying to put on a glove. I don't want you guys to have to look at my ceiling when you look at my ugly visage instead. So, are we really going to get on that Kidushan? Are we really only going to get... Ooh, my pork chops did not... I cooked some pork chops this morning and I got a lot more water off them than I would have thought. Boy, they were just like soaking in it. That, and I put some seasoning on top and it all looked like the seasoning. Oh, maybe I forgot to put seasoning on top of my pork chops before I put in. Oops. It happens. Sometimes it'll skip. Speaking of skip, oh my gosh, that was horrible. Kidushan, you failed me miserably. God, that was abysmal. We're going to do the last one because we've already come this far. So, time for my ritual thing. You guys all know what that is. Yeah, I forgot to season my pork chops before I put them in. I only seasoned the bottom. I flipped them over to put some more seasoning on the top, and I forgot all about it. Oopsie. But it's fine. I mean, they'll have something so they don't taste basic. So, all right, let's use one of the servants. I've actually been working on a lot of these servants here, but we just got a brand new one we can work on, so let's do it. All right. She's got a better chance of getting... All right, we'll use some of the berserkers we just got. She's got a better chance for a super or great success. Let's see what happens. Nope. Jeez, who didn't see that coming? Okay, everybody raise their... Yeah, no, nobody wants to raise their hands. Here's a shocker. I saved a lot of these. I actually have a bunch more. There we go. That was a weird sound. I have a bunch more of these 4-star embers. So the thing is that I saved a bunch up, but I saved them for the foreigner. So I'm going to be cautious. Here we go, guys. Last roll of the day. Lunch did come out. So now I'm in the boat where I have to eat before my lunch cools off too much. And then try to shower and stuff. So this probably will be our last thing. Depending on what happens. Actually, no. We'll maybe take a quick brief look at something having to do with the event. But I don't know if I don't even know if I'll take the chance of clicking on it. Because a lot of times you don't know if the minute you click on that thing, it's going to drive you right into the event. Or if you're going to go into a hub screen where you can choose the event. Because I was hoping we could look at the hub screen and check out what that was. But you never know what you're going to find. Come on, Voyager. I'd like to not have to do this again. Oh, it did one of those things where it switched my 5-star servant out for a 5-star craft essence. Though I don't get that particular one very often, but if we were going to get one, why couldn't it be at least the CE from the event? Alright, you still got a chance of not sucking. And it's dying slowly by the minute. Let's see if my ritual thing actually netted us more than 2 gold cards this morning, though. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, more than 2 cards. They can't even give me the event CE this morning. How sucky is that? Well, in this roll, I mean. Yeah, looks like we're not going to get this one easily this time, but we did get, I think, one of the newer servants to use during the event. She'll have an attack rate up. It won't be all bad. Berserkers are strong in themselves. I'll have to think about working that one up to our first ascension and making it stronger for the remaining part of the event. There are Oh, there's another one of those. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on my ritual guy. My pre-rituals tend to do pretty good. However, definitely did not get a servant. I have summoned this one before, but and Nor Invincible and 35. So you get special attack damage against casters, which isn't all bad. But that's what it did this morning. It did one of those. I'm gonna flip. Oh, you don't get a servant. You get a craft essence, but at least it could have given us the event one. But we got another additional 4-star, which means not only can I help myself, but I can help all those other masters out there that are actually in need of using my support servants during the event, and they can use these things now. So that works out for everybody. So that's it, everybody. There's nothing else I can do this morning. I've used up all my tickets, and I've used up all my quartz. I could shell out enough shards to do another roll and do that if I wanted to, but I think I am going to hold off on the. I would have loved to use Voyager, see what the sound was like, do all these things, but we might not wait until the end of the event. But however, like I said, I am being extremely cautious with my money because most of my accounts were down lower than I wanted to. Had two bills right here at the beginning of the month that I had to pay. One that was $92 because electricity went up, and my car insurance. Then I had 165 come out just a few weeks ago for my car's registration. Remember, folks, I talked about that. Then on top of that, I tithe, just like I said, I give back to God. So there was 200 for that because I had a couple weeks worth that I hadn't done. So I actually was playing catch up. And if I remember correctly, I want to say there was something else that came up. So a lot of things came out all at once. And that did nerf our budget for a while. And I'm not going to feel bad about, sure, part of the little sinful part of me says, oh, geez, I wish I'd saved that 200 from the... No, I need to give that back to God. That needs to be one of my prerequisites here from now on, and be doing that a little more often, and I'm going to. But we got plenty of chances left. We're talking about, it's only the 6th today. We're 5th or 6th, I think. Yeah, it's got to be the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. And we got plenty of time to just, wait till the next pay period comes in. I am, however, going to make up for this a little bit by trying to see what happens when we click on the event. Okay, here's our event. Okay, so there it is, guys. It did not kick us right into the event the minute we clicked on the banner. So the prologue is a mysterious game and a traveling young boy. This is going to be like a board game type thing. Just to give you guys a quick little background on that. Come on, you. Speed it up. Slower than dirt. Should be... No. Wait, is it here? No, this is the pre-release thing, which I still haven't figured out why there's an update. Why is there an update? Pardon me, guys, if you can bear with me. Why did they update? What did they do? No, AP costs are halved what we do. I'm thinking they added some characters in maybe that get the... Updated on May 6th. Yeah, they did. What did they do? I don't know who they added in, but... Oh, maybe the new Lancer we get from the event. Maybe they added her in. Yeah, even this got updated. Yeah, if this got updated, they must have added in somebody's name. But not somebody that's right here. So, interesting. Anyway, so let me back out of this, everybody. Oh, let's just go into that. That'll drive us right into it. Okay, so this is what we're going to be looking at, everybody. And they did give us some free quartz today, so we did get some of the quartz we had that helped us out was from them doing the update, the maintenance, and they were giving some away because they reached the distribution for the event information. The Fate Apocrypha, the Fate Requiem. I saw the word apocalypse and immediately thought of Apocrypha. They did a nice little thing on YouTube for it. I got a lot of these servants, but so you get dice through battle drops, tokens, and everything's this nice little dice board. And a lot of people thought it was very fun, but other people said it wasn't really what they wanted to do. Um, look at this, guys. This is really funky. It's all about a dice board game. Look at this, guys. Normal die, 1, 2, 3 die. Look at all these dice and everything like that. So it should be fun. And I wish I could get right into it this morning, but I can't. I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna go shower. So, but you guys have an awesome day. I hope that your Thursday turns out really beneficial to you guys. I hope you have a great Thursday. I know I had an extremely rough day yesterday, so I'm hoping that when I go back to work, it's better today. I won't go into too many personal details, but let's just say the art of appreciation at work is dead. It's dead. The art of pushing your employees until they drop dead is unfortunately going and alive. And unfortunately, after the whole coof thing died, and the whole vaccination thing kind of went by the wayside, and there's more things like the recessions and stuff that are going on. People are businesses are less concerned about some of the stuff they used to be a few months ago, and they're back to worrying about the bottom line. And unfortunately, folks, when it comes to the bottom line, usually the employees, yeah, we get stepped on. Here's the bottom line right here, folks, and we're under the bottom line getting stepped on. So I'm hoping things get better. If you're the praying person, pray for me today, everybody. In the meantime, like I said, guys, my day might be bad. You never know. We're going to have to find out. But keep your joy and move on, and then we'll all be on Thank God It's Friday before we know it. Have a good one, everybody.